we are going to be predicting the NBA playoffs if the season ended today. And shout out to Polymarket, because if you use our code PAS26, you can get a free $20. And right now, let's just look at the top teams to win the NBA championship. OKC's at 38%, San Antonio 14.1%, Boston 11.6%. It seems like the public is really high on Boston, and Denver is at 9%. Then below you have the Cavs at 5%, the Knicks and Lakers at 5% also.
Love that.
We'll see who ends up winning in our bracket. Let's start off with the Eastern Conference. Now the Pistons will be facing one of the Sixers, Magic, Heat, or Hornets. Well, the Sixers, Magic, Heat, or Hornets. So let's just predict the play-in first. Yeah. We have the Sixers versus the Magic, the 7 versus 8th seed.
Sixers versus Magic.
I think
I'm going with the Sixers.
I think I'm going with the Sixers.
The Sixers win as well.
Okay.
Everybody's coming back.
So we're just assuming the Sixers are healthy.
Nah, he dead lost me last podcast, bro. He had I think it was a list of 6 teams, all in the Eastern Conference, like from like that mid tier. He had Philly last.
Are you implying that they're not going to be healthy?
Exactly.
That's fair. I'm assuming Paul George is coming back tonight.
He had the Heat over him.
Maxey should be back, and I'm assuming they're healthy for the most part.
I would take the Magic over the Sixers, but it's fine. The Sixers move on. They are the 7th seed locked in. Now we have the Heat versus the Hornets, the 9th and 10th seed,
Hornets.
dueling it out.
We're all gonna be rooting for the Hornets. It's gonna be
This is
tough
Miami
to
in
beat
a
Spo
play-in
one game. I
game.
hate it.
Aren't they undefeated in playing?
I think they are like 17-0 in a play-in.
Yeah.
I'm taking Miami.
Miami at home?
I'm taking Charlotte.
You know what? You're
I'm
right.
not moved
The
by
fuck do I have
Miami.
to lose?
Bam's
Give me
gonna drop
Charlotte.
80 again? Like, what's really gonna happen?
I take the Hornets as
he
well.
needs to.
Give me Charlotte.
I got to vote. It
Fuck
doesn't
the Heat,
matter.
actually.
Okay.
I like the
So
offense.
now we have the Magic versus the Hornets
I'm taking
for the
Hornets,
8th
man.
seed.
The Hornets are
Magic have
waxing
been
ass.
hoping.
Yeah, give me.
They've been
I
better
think the
recently,
Magic
yeah.
deserve a playoff spot. I think they'll be in a playoff
sorry.
spot.
They do.
You gotta earn it.
I'm rooting for Charlotte.
I think
I like
Orlando
the
wins.
Magic too, though.
Yeah, I think Orlando wins
I
this one.
love both of these teams.
Yeah, I think Orlando wins. Damn, we got a couple good playing
My
teams.
heart says Charlotte. My head says Orlando.
Well, we can't go
Okay.
with your brain.
I'm gonna be honest.
Well, my brain said Orlando. So you want to go Charlotte? You picked Orlando.
I trust your heart more than your brain. I got Orlando winning though.
This is
It's a tough game.
So the Magic move on. So right now we have the seeding set up in the Eastern Conference.
Thanks.
Pistons versus Sixers, Celtics versus the Magic, the Knicks versus
Rematch.
Hawks, and the Cavaliers versus the Raptors. So that's the seeding in the Eastern Conference.
1-8,
Now
4
let's do-
5, 3-6.
No,
2-7.
it would be the Pistons versus the Magic,
yeah.
and then the Celtics versus the
Yes.
Sixers.
Great
that
correction, Drew.
1-8, 4
Awesome.
5, 3-6, 2-7.
Awesome. Let's move on to the Western Conference.
Okay.
This is why you need an editor, Riff.
We're not just going all east all the way.
We should have just did that, right? Like
Yeah,
just
so
kill
now we
these.
went to the West
I think we should
playing.
just finish.
Brother, just kill
We
these.
just do it in unison. It's the same thing. You guys
We
can't
want to
remember
kill these. You gotta
seedings?
vote it.
You got to vote.
All right, let's kill the Eastern Conference. So the Pistons versus Magic first round matchup. No Cade, I'm going Magic.
Magic.
Is Cade playing?
I'm be honest. Kate's playing. Magic and 7.
They're, oh, no, I don't know. The Pistons have been playing well without Cade, to their credit. I don't think
No.
that's going to work in the playoffs in the 7-game
Yeah.
series.
They just got away with murder against the Lakers, by the way.
Yeah, Lakers on a 9-10
Murder.
win streak.
Murder.
Did you see what the officiating in this game?
Oh, did
Are
you?
you serious?
I watched a ton of clips.
Oh hell no, no, we're
I
not
watched
doing
so
that.
many
no.
clips.
You have Luca and Austin Reeves on
You
your
guys
team
are
talking about
number one in free
officiating.
throw
Not enough.
differential.
Not enough.
By
LeBron
like a
does not
ton.
get enough whistle.
I got. If Cade's playing, I got Pistons 6.
If Cade's playing, I got Detroit.
Taking
I
the
think,
Magic.
and I do think Cade's going to play.
Magic and 7.
What's Cade's timeline? Have we gotten an update on
Punctured
It seems
lung.
pretty TBD.
They said
Collapsed.
it's either going to be 2-4 or 6-8. They don't know.
that? 68?
6-8.
It seems TBD, but there's instances in the past where players have had this and have
Yep.
come back within a month.
CJ
I'm just gonna
McCollum
be
was one
honest,
of them.
guys. Collapsed lung. Just say it out loud.
Collapse. It doesn't sound great.
Doesn't sound great at all, actually.
Get well
I
soon.
mean, you're the nurse. You tell us how that
Not
that
good.
happened.
CJ came back in 3 weeks.
Shout out to him.
CJ McCollum.
That's
He's
huge.
got
Yeah.
he's got about 3 weeks left. So I mean,
He's got 2 now. He's been out for a week.
there you go. Okay.
God willing. I actually don't know how
I got
long
the
he's been out.
Pistons.
I'm absolutely praying for Cade to come back.
Me too.
Me too.
I
Detroit
think
deserves
Cade
it.
does come back. I'm going with the Pistons, just on the expectation that he comes back.
Magic and
With
7.
respect.
Both our
Celtics
offenses are mid, and
versus the Sixers.
you know Orlando's Orlando.
Boston. 5 games.
The issue is that the Celtics own the 76ers.
It's also they're gonna face like Quentin Grimes.
This is Joel Embiid's best matchup.
Quite easily, Joel Embiid will average 35.
He should. He's playing Vucevic. He's playing Keita. They're probably gonna play a little bit small ball. Philly's depth scares me. But like if Tatum is playing like this, where he's getting a ton of boards, I need Tatum to score more efficiently. I think that's my thing. If Tatum can score more efficiently, but he's doing everything else.
Celtics in 6.
Huh?
He's been back for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, what do you say?
He just came back. Tatum's gonna be fine.
He's giving Tatum a lot of grace.
No, I'm saying as long as he scores efficiently, then yeah, we're good.
I don't even care if he scores efficiently.
Because he's playing the same way.
25 on 22 shots. I'll take it.
He deadass could be shooting 39% from the field, and I'll be all right with
You're
it.
right.
Dude, you know
he does
Jaylen
that
Brown
anyways.
has been like a 95% free throw shooter since the All-Star break.
He's
He's
finally
been
locked
fucking
in.
crazy locked. Yes,
He's
dude.
finally
What's that
locked
free throw?
in.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Bro, he shot like 67% in the finals
throws.
run.
Free.
Well,
What
he's
the
a
fuck do you shoot at the
he's
free
a
throw
bad
line?
free throw shooter who became an excellent free
I think
throw
I'm at
shooter. That
71.
feels like
All right,
like
and
that
now he's
matters.
at 95.
He practices every day. This is his job.
LeBron couldn't get there, and Jaylen Brown can.
LeBron quite literally has been average at fucking best.
You got me there. You got me there. Some niggas
All
don't
I
have
want
it.
to do is shout out Jaylen Brown because I've noticed how great he's become.
And you know what? You're right, and that's why Celtics in 7.
7. Jesus
That's crazy.
Christ.
Yeah, I got Celtics in 4. I think this is a sweep.
This is belt.
I think the Sixers have no chance. They're done.
This is belt.
They're done.
Is it?
You
You went to 6. You went to 6 with Harden and them.
That was like 4 years ago.
You were
No,
better
he went
then.
to 7 with them,
That
It was
was
7.
That
You were
was
better
the
then.
last Marcus Smart year.
and they were down 3-2.
We
You
were.
down 3-2. Wow.
That were
Tatum.
dog
So let
shit.
me ask you
6.
something.
And Tatum was healthier.
He was.
Is there
He was
any
1 for 14 through 3 quarters.
Hey, that fourth quarter
And
was
then a
special.
legacy
is there
fourth.
any way Jaylen Brown right now, this opportunity to really supplant himself as the guy in Boston, has a crazy playoff run, and now we're going into next season like, yo, Jason Tatum, this is not your team no more. This is Jaylen Brown's team.
Well, I think Jaylen Brown's going to play better than him in the playoffs.
Does that world exist where next year we're like, this is Jaylen Brown's team, Tatum has to earn the team back to where it's his undoubtedly?
Now
Why don't we
Dell's
just enjoy hoops?
Dell's
Why don't we just enjoy basketball, man?
I'm
Always
asking.
putting these guys against each other.
No, I'm
From
asking
a
you.
championship to finals
I knew
runs.
he was going to do that.
They're going to do this till the 40, bro. Like, goddamn.
ask for permission
To get rude?
to speak honestly. I'm not speaking honestly. Enjoy basketball.
What is your honest take?
enjoy basketball?
No, let's be entertaining. What's your honest take on this?
My honest opinion is that these two have grown together as men.
Mm.
And for that, we need to appreciate how they've been able to coexist and not just be great, but champions together. And for that, we should appreciate and acknowledge them for the duo that they are, one better than the other.
They are a duo. They've always been. There's been
But there's
games
always a one.
throughout- Yeah, but I think what they
And
have
one
shown
has
is that
a
there's
finals
more often than not games, not even series, where there's games where Brown's the one, there's games, there's Tatum that's the one.
I saw too many series.
I
Where
think
my
we're
boy was the
too.
one
I think
in
we're
the
too
past.
fixated on who's just the one scorer.
Yeah, because usually, I mean,
Yo, better scorer, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Honest question.
right now it's Brown. Not
No,
close.
just like when you take everything into totality, like
Tatum's more efficient as a
Yeah.
scorer.
I don't think he is anymore.
No, not
Not
this
now.
year. Not this
Yeah.
year. But I'm
But
saying
not
like,
this year, but I'm saying you
Okay,
compare his
peak
efficiency last
Jalen-
year
peak-
to Jaylen Brown.
peak
Jaylen
Jalen.
Brown's
Jaylen
a
Brown's
little
better?
bit above
Let me ask you a question.
average in
Yo,
efficiency.
are we calling 2022 the best regular season Tatum?
Just double check.
20, maybe 23 when you average
Okay,
30.
23 was great.
Yeah.
All right, so he did average 30.
What year was that?
Fuck.
That's why data ball comes into play. See, it
Here
works.
he goes.
It works.
He does this all.
I'm
the
gonna look at. You
time.
wanted me to look at the efficiency. I'm going to look at the efficiency.
No, bro, just give me fucking field goal percentage and true shooting.
Nobody,
Like,
you
that's it.
literally.
Field
I
goal
swear to God,
percentage is nuts.
nobody uses that no more.
No one uses field goal percentage.
No, you don't even
Why?
use
Percentage is
EFG. Use
outdated.
EFG.
I like field goal percentage.
Gotta get it. Get it.
I don't
it.
like chucking.
Well,
Well, you know this guy hates Jaylen Brown, so he's gonna find a way.
no, I'm just looking it up. I have no dog in this fight. What year was that? 20 what for Tatum?
I thought
2023.
23 was his best regular season from a scoring perspective.
And
at
this
least.
year, Tatum. I mean, this year, what's his
Brown.
name?
Jaylen Brown.
Brown's.
Oh my God,
28, 29.
Tatum is way. Tatum
I
was
believe
in.
you.
Tatum was in the 82nd percentile in efficiency.
Well, there's no doubt about what Tatum has
Let's look at
been.
2022.
It's about
I was just wondering the
Post
peak
it.
versions of themselves because I think 22 was just such a great year to
Because
end,
the 3-point shooting. for
Brown has
Tatum
never been more
clears right
efficient
now.
than Tatum.
Yeah,
except in the playoffs.
probably some playoff series.
Let's look.
because here's the scenario I'll lay out to you right now. The scenario is the Boston Celtics are coming.
Playoffs?
Playoffs, no.
Never, not even a series. You're lying.
Well, I'm not.
Maybe
It's
a
a
series.
totality. Probably a series, yeah. No, they're the same.
You are looking right now at the Boston Celtics team that Jason Tatum is still, I think, without a doubt, the most important asset in that franchise and the go-to player on that team.
Now he's saying this after making the statement and asking the question whether Jaylen Brown goes on a run and is better than Tatum.
2024, Brown was more efficient.
Because here's
in
the
playoffs.
run.
Yeah, 2024.
So
Because-
when they won.
Because here's the context to that. The context to that is that I think there will be games and moments where the team does defer to Jason Tatum to try to close out games. And if he struggles shooting from the field in those late game moments, and let's say they lose a playoff game because of that, and let's say Jaylen Brown in similar clutch situations, he did show up, I think that in the offseason, you are very much saying next year, in the clutch, in moments, in situations where we need somebody to will us and go get buckets and score, we think we're going to go to Jaylen Brown, or at least it becomes more of a controversy. Before this injury, it was never in question. It was always Jason Tatum is the guy.
So why would one run change the question?
I think it's not one run, it's what Tatum is post Achilles, because that is still very much an unknown. I think Tatum gets the year for me to where I didn't expect him to play this year, but next year, I think the expectation is that we are expecting Jason Tatum to look like Jason Tatum.
Well, for all intents and purposes, like
95%.
we're gonna troll Jason Tatum because the scoring has been shit, but everywhere else he looks like Jason Tatum.
Yes, it's just the
Like,
scoring and it's just the the shot making. That's it.
But as a rebounder, defender, he looks like Jason Tatum. So
No, yeah, the rebound looks good, the playmaking looks good. There were even still though, like I think of the 2024 finals runs, there was moments. There was like game 3 or game 2, where Jaylen Brown's closing out, where he hits the clutch, mid-range shot to close out the game. So there were still moments where you defer to Jaylen Brown here and there. I think in this run, especially when they need buckets, I think they're gonna go Jaylen Brown. Like Tatum's gonna initiate offense, but if they need to go down and get a bucket, I think they're gonna go to Brown. I think he's shown all season long to be the guy.
Giannis is deferred to Chris Middleton, man. Like,
Yeah.
who's the best player?
But they're both not perimeter shot creators.
Yeah, but like,
Don't you fucking dare
it's the truth.
compare Chris
It's the
Middleton
truth.
and Jaylen Brown.
No, I'm saying just as like the clutch time when a dude got it, LeBron has deferred to Kyrie, KD has deferred to Steph has deferred to KD. But sometimes when a dude got it, a dude got it.
Okay,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mainly these guys are deferring to these other guys because they're better jump shooters.
Or they just have it.
There's gonna be games where Jaylen Brown has it. There's gonna be
Yeah,
games where
and
Tatum
then you
has
just
it.
at that
Whoever
point you
has
just
it,
defer
whoever has
to
the
your
better
guy.
matchup, you could get a
If
switch
you
on.
just name the different the duos that you just went over, LeBron deferring to Kyrie, Kyrie's a better jump shooter.
Or he just has it.
In regard to what?
Like he's just on one.
Oh, like in the
moment. Yeah, he's just on one.
That's not how I see it because Chris Middleton was kind of up and down that whole run, mainly good.
But in the fourth quarter, you were putting the ball in Chris Middleton's hands to make shit go.
But why? Because he's a better jump shooter. And the threat of him shooting the basketball
he's also clutch.
is a little bit more.
He's also a ball handler. I think
It's just that.
For sure. But I'm saying,
look
like,
at Tatum and Brown, they play the same position.
They do.
And Tatum has been the closer. There's really not many moments where I'm like, Jaylen Brown's closing. It's usually always Tatum.
Yeah, but you're not giving the ball to Jaylen Brown like, yo, I need you to go score and make plays for other. That's Tatum.
And regardless of what Jaylen Brown might say publicly of, this is his role, I feel like this year for Jaylen Brown was reassuring for him.
Validation for himself.
Understanding that
agree.
I could be what everybody's saying I couldn't be. And this was the year that I proved it. I'm first team All NBA. I was in an MVP conversation all year long. And Tatum comes back and he does look like Tatum in all the other areas, defense, rebounding, and playmaking. But that scoring department and who we used to see close games is Tatum. In this run, if Tatum is missing shots in those moments and Jaylen Brown is not getting a chance to close out games in the playoffs, like in the later rounds, I think that there is a realistic conversation about like Jaylen Brown. Is he now at least a primary scorer for this team moving forward?
I think
like that has the dynamic shifted with how great of a season that Jaylen Brown has had. Because I feel like the dynamic was always Tatum here and Brown here. but Brown has kind of shifted the dynamic a little bit to where it is an adjustment. And we're not doubting that they could play together. They can obviously play together. They want championships, but it might look a little different now because of just this change in dynamic.
I love that this is our Jordan and Scotty, man.
Get a few more of them things, and then we could really have a conversation.
I'm ready.
But no, I think just like anything, it's going to come down to if there's a game, even if it's one game where Jalen's cooking, he's got 2 minutes left, and Jason Tatum finishes the last 2 possessions, he misses, be like, we can't go to Brown. Like it's going to be this overreaction, or excuse me, you can't go to Tatum. I feel like there will be an overreaction one way or the other, whether it's Brown who makes a shot or misses, or Tatum who makes a shot or misses. Reality is they're both going to have opportunities. Like, I don't think we're going to see a game, barring one of them just being so fucking cold that 2 minutes left to go, Brown's getting 2 possessions, Tatum's getting 2 possessions. All right, let's see what we can do here. I don't know if they're just going to go strictly to one guy, just because I don't think that's really how they're going to want to play basketball. They're going to want to mismatch hunt. They're going to want to try to get switches. Tatum's been a great screener too. He could, find some work in the post if he gets a smaller defender. So I think they're both going to get opportunity.
In the playoffs, the Celtics advance over the Sixers. Then we have the next matchup up, which is the Knicks versus the Hawks. And I'm going with the Knicks here.
It's like 5 games.
Yes.
The Hawks.
I'm going with the Knicks.
Yes.
Yes.
The 6th seed in this?
Oh my God, the Hawks got in.
Yes, the Hawks are the
Fuck,
6th seed
I need
in
them
this.
to drop.
As we stand today, that is the seeding.
Yeah, I got the Knicks in 5.
Yeesh. I'm going with the Knicks easily. I was just looking up Jason Tatum's clutch stats in his career in the last 5 minutes of games. 36.5 from the field, 23% from 3 in the last 5 minutes of close games. EFG, though, in clutch situations, EFG matters.
If she matters.
51% in those clutch situations, which is slightly above league average.
Well, he's the second most clutch player with 24 seconds or less on the shot clock. And to tie up that
Bonus,
go-ahead game.
ultra late shots, last 24 seconds, 36.8% from the field. But third best percentage among players with 50-plus attempts.
There you go.
Nice.
I think the graphic I saw was he was one spot behind Dirk. That might have been old or something.
Now the Cavaliers versus the Raptors, 4-5.
5 games.
I'm going with the Cavs too.
Cavs.
I'll take Cavaliers in 6.
I gave last time we talked about, I gave the Raptors a little bit more love, but they don't beat good teams like ever.
Yeah, I don't have much faith in the Raptors. I respect their defense. They're gonna make things, I think, ugly for Harden.
This is a cute, hard 5 games.
I think I agree. 5 games.
And then in the second round, we see the Detroit Pistons play the Cavaliers.
Final 4.
Pistons in 6. Pistons at 7.
I'm going Cavs.
I'm going to be honest. The Cavaliers can't get it done, man. They're fucking frauds.
If you're picking the Magic, you have to pick the Cavaliers.
You have to.
No.
There's actually no way you could go any other way.
Chill, defense versus defense. I like that match for Orlando. Bane's been
What
cooking,
do you like?
But I also think Cade, I don't know if he's going to be there, bro.
That's not what you said.
I
You said even if Cade was there.
You did say if Cade was there.
Because I don't know if I'm getting the best version of Cade.
Against who, Franz in them?
Franz isn't even going to play, bro.
Yeah, it's probably going to be just Bane and
Oh,
Paolo
God.
and Suggs.
Little ass Bane and shit, please.
I don't know. Magic been cooking and no Franz.
Cade just
Makes
fried
you
them the
think.
other day.
Actually, think.
And Paolo's been playing some of the best hoops of his life.
It's not sustainable.
Cade just
efficiency.
fried them 2 weeks ago.
Now Cade's a demon. But that was also with a lung intact.
I'm assuming I had
Sure.
Cade playing the first round, then he's playing the second round.
Well,
I
we
would
all
take the
we
Pistons.
all rooted that out. Like we beat.
But I also will
Pistons
say,
there.
like, in this world where the Pistons do move on,
Mhm.
that means that I'm moved. And I'll take
Well,
the Pistons.
I don't know if they beat the Magic. If it's
we're not
anyone.
moved to beat the Magic.
Well,
Not like-
how many games did they beat him in our simulation?
5, 6, maybe.
5
at most.
games?
You think more 6-7?
If they have 5 games, I'm really moving.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not
they
even
could.
gonna
So
lie.
we're
It's
just
ugly.
having the Pistons move on. So we're not thinking about the Cavaliers.
No, you
here.
picked Cavs.
I
Who'd you pick?
picked Detroit.
It's up to you. I picked Detroit. I'm obviously taking my team.
I'm
I
gonna
just
take,
your logic is all off, brother.
thing is, it was 7 games, bro. It was a hard-fought series versus the Magic.
And the Cavs
Cavs-
coming off a light series.
Exactly. Like, they're coming in, like, a little
They're
bit, like,
rested.
So you're going with the Cavs?
Hell-
The
Healthy.
Cavs are going up against your Toronto
know. I
Raptors
don't
with
know.
Scotty.
I said it was going to be a tough 6 games.
Okay.
Holy moly,
So
donut
tough
shop.
6 versus tough 7. The 7 is
And that matters. And the Pistons just showed me they're resilient. And for that, I got the Pistons.
He's funny as shit.
Now we have the Celtics versus the Knicks.
give me Boston, man. Give me 5.
Season 7.
That's gonna be a good series.
I agree. I think I got Boston 7.
I got the Knicks. I just feel like they didn't get better from last year, and we was up 3-1 on them. there's just really no reason that
Cat
the
should
Celtics should
fry
beat the
them,
Knicks
bro.
I don't think
in the series.
Celtics were so fucking awful last year when KP was out on the court that I think you can make an argument they're better this year.
We won the minutes when he was off.
Did you? With Luke Cornett on?
And yeah, when Luke Cornett on, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jason Tatum,
I feel
Jaylen
like we
Brown
won
all
the
out
Luke
there, it
Cornett
didn't
minutes.
matter.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
I feel like the Knicks, we have the size. We brought in more depth. And
Want me to look it up on
Jalen
Daredevil?
Brunson,
If you want. I hope I'm right.
Jalen Brunson has been
It's so clutch.
underwhelming to his standards in the second half of the year, but I think in the
You let
playoffs
us
he
know.
will turn it around. I think the Knicks are an inconsistent team, but I think our highs, we should be able to beat Boston. There's no reason why we can't, but the Celtics move on.
No
in this
reason
scenario.
seems kind of crazy.
So the Celtics versus the Pistons, Eastern Conference Finals.
Boston. Detroit's given Boston hell this. I think they're 1-3 this regular season. They've
But
done
you
a
didn't
really
have
good
Tatum.
job, but we didn't have Tatum. We're also been here, done that. They've shown though, if they get to this moment, they could be in big time situations. Cade can step up. We already know that. But I think eventually it's gonna run out. You know, only having Cade as the primary offensive initiator. I think eventually, once you get deep into this playoff run, that's gonna start, come to light.
Boston 6.
I just don't really trust Detroit. I don't. Something about them, I just don't think they get offense easy enough for me to fully buy into them. I'm going to go the Boston Celtics to beat Detroit.
The Celtics represent the
You picked
Eastern
against them in every
Conference.
series. I respect that.
Boston
2.
or
Pistons.
oh,
Yeah, I would have had the Cavaliers here, and I would have had
True.
Cavaliers
My
making finals.
God, heavens, brother.
was that wrong?
You didn't win, or you lost and won. Like, it's like, bro, like, you guys were terrible with him on. No, offense, you guys were good with him on.
This is Luke.
No, this is Porzingis. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he was awful in that series.
This is just offense, though.
I was just wondering what Cornette was
Oh,
because I feel like we were much better in his minutes. than
I'll
we
tell
were
you.
in
I'll tell you right now. I'll
You
tell
miss
you right
him?
now.
Yeah, I wish he didn't bag chase, but I get
You
it.
were okay with him on, but you were way better with him off.
Cornette.
No, KP.
Oh, yeah,
yeah. Oh,
So I would assume that means we're better with Cornette because
Yeah.
he was coming in a lot of time. Yeah, he was terrible last year.
let's see. Where's Lukey? Here we go, Lukey.
He was terrible. It hurt my heart because I was rooting for him. That game one, never forget it.
So we have the Celtics making the finals in the Eastern Conference. Now in the West, we have the play-in game between the Suns and the Clippers
Ooh,
for the 7th seed.
Give me a Clips.
that's a fun playing game.
Tough game, though.
I got the Suns fully healthy. Dylan Brooks should be back soon, and they've got a lot of contributions
the
from the young
Clippers.
players.
Got the Clippers, too. You know my favorite player in the league right
Yeah, I
now.
got the
Yeah,
Clippers.
The Suns feel like you could probably get
It's a fun
contributions from more
game.
players. They feel like maybe a bit more well-rounded, have some more depth. But Garland's looked really good. Kawhi's obviously been fucking awesome. I think I would take the Clippers.
It's a fun game. I like it. Evenly matched.
So the Clippers move on, and they are the 7th seed. Now we have, for the 9th seed, the Blazers versus the Warriors.
If
gonna
Steph's
take the
not playing,
Blazers.
yeah, I'll take the
Yeah.
Blazers.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's gonna play.
No,
Let's go get
that
AJ.
sucks, man.
So now the Blazers versus the Suns.
I'll take the
Suns.
Clippers.
No, the Clippers.
Oh,
remain-
you're right. The Suns.
Suns. I got the Suns.
I got the Suns.
Take it. Apologize. I'm taking the Suns.
So the Suns move on. Now in the playoffs, we have the Thunder versus the Suns.
5 games.
4.
4 games.
4.
Same shit.
Suns have played them well. I'll take OKC.
That's a
in
5. Yeah. Okay, team 5.
Respectable
Yes.
5.
Yeah, just one game.
No.
Okay.
Spurs versus the Clippers.
5.
4.
Sp-
Give
Spurs versus
Kawhi
the
one.
Clippers.
You gotta give Kawhi one.
I was going to give him 2.
Oh, all right. That's cool too.
Yeah, I got the Spurs in 6.
Yeah.
I think the Clippers have played good basketball recently. Lakers versus the Timberwolves.
Matchup of the first round. And we get our get back from last year. Lakers,
Sheesh.
6 games. Don't feel good about it.
I got.
I mean, you're
You're streaking at the right
second
time.
guessing yourself because I mean,
Unless they
It's
get
just
cold all
because
of
of
a
the
sudden.
playoffs, I'm second guessing myself because they really dominated us.
This
but
matchup,
I really
yeah.
think what it was is that we overlooked them. We were looking for Denver. We were looking for OKC.
They're also
and we
an athletic
slept on
team.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
They're a team
They're
that
kind of
kind
the
of.
polar opposite of them.
Yeah, they're an athletic team. They can get up and
I also
down.
think Rudy Gobert might fuck us.
I'll go with Minnesota in 6. I think it's a really good series.
Aiden is super important in that series.
Agreed.
But I'll be real. We've
So
really
is Jackson Hayes.
we've kind of fried him this year.
Yeah.
who you going with?
I got Minnesota in 6.
I got Minnesota as well.
What a
Jeez.
fucking hell to both of
We
you.
might be in a tie now because I have the Lakers.
You're going against your boy,
I
Here,
think-
who you picking?
He
The
doesn't watch-
tiebreaker.
He doesn't watch basketball.
Ah,
Tyler.
Minnesota and Lakers.
It's my brother.
You had to know.
Okay.
He said
Time
Bron.
shit.
Bron.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that the Timberwolves don't give me the same vibe from this year, but I think DeAndre Ayton really makes a big difference.
I
in
wish
the
I was.
series.
I wish he was.
I feel like we say
Famous
that
last
every time they come
words.
into the playoffs.
With as much-
DeAndre Ayton's different.
With
No, I'm
this,
talking Minnesota.
with as much as you can
watch
shit on
Lakers
Ayton,
basketball, bro.
I
Shut
actually
up.
watch more Lakers basketball than I want because I hate watch.
I don't. I
shit.
don't think that DeAndre Ayton lets up 26 points and 22 rebounds.
Rudy
against
Gobert doesn't have the
Go-
single
Gobert.
greatest game of his playoff career. No.
I'll be honest, the floor is there for DeAndre and that Rudy Gobert. can
No,
do
it's
that.
not.
It is.
No, it's not, bro.
It is.
No, it's not.
I'm excited to see it.
It was literally Jackson Hayes and Neymar center after him. I will give you.
You called
$30.
Jackson Hayes a starter. You did.
Who was
You
your
fucked
backup
yourself.
center
But he
last
had
year?
no
You
one
fucked yourself.
behind him.
You fucked yourself.
And he
was
also
the
didn't
only
play in the
center.
playoffs. Really,
You fucked yourself. You said he would
All right,
start, and you said he
give
would
me
play.
the center after Jackson Hayes last year.
Vando.
$30. No,
Maxey? Was he playing in the
No.
playoffs?
that
Cleaver
was
no.
Trey Jameson.
Trey Jameson.
I don't
Did he
even know
play
if
in
that
the
was him.
playoffs?
He might have not played, but that is their backup
Oh.
center. Yes. So Rockets versus Nuggets, the 4-5 matchup. Nuggets
5.
at the 5th seed, but yes,
Yeah.
I have the Nuggets.
Nuggets in
Honestly,
5.
They probably lucked out playing Houston in round 1.
So now
It
we
should be healthy.
have
Payne Watson's coming back.
now we have
Oh, he's back.
OKC versus the Nuggets in the second round.
OKC in
OKC.
6.
This
Yeah.
is damn. This is tough.
I haven't loved Denver's obviously been banged up all year. We talked about them a lot, but I don't love it. J-Dub came back tonight for the Thunder. I didn't get to watch the game, but I saw a few people saying that he was looking good.
Cam
If you're
Johnson's
adding-
been hooping
If
lately.
you're adding J-Dub to this team, man, I
I mean,
like
they
OKC.
just won 10 games, and that was before J-Dub came back
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
lineup.
I got OKC in 7. I think it's another gauntlet
It'll be a
matchup.
great series
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, I got OKC winning, and now the Spurs
Oh, wow.
versus the
Interesting.
Lakers.
Interesting. Your whole take this season was that Denver was your team to come out.
They've looked shitty.
you can only
Don't
tell the
fucking-
truth.
I'm just saying, in a month from now, when this fucking guy's like,
When Jokic drops a 50-point triple-double, they win.
Denver's been my team.
I always
I
told you it
told
was
y'all.
possible.
Since January, Denver's been my squad.
Yo, you have no
So-
shame.
I'm going with OKC in this matchup. Spurs versus the Lakers. I'm going with the Spurs.
Spurs have
Spurs.
given us belt every
Spurs
single
in
time.
5 or 6 games.
I'm gonna say we've been there.
I say Spurs in 5.
I'm gonna say Spurs in 7.
It's been a minute since you've been in the
Like,
second
now we'll
round.
never lose a game 7 in LeBron's tenure.
You'll just keep getting
Spurs in
swept, right?
6. We got swept once.
Please.
We got swept.
Oh,
last
Minnesota
year?
was 5? No, I think it was
Yeah,
4.
yeah,
No,
it
they
was
won.
five.
You got
They won.
so
Yeah.
fucking
No,
lucky.
LeBron would never get swept more than once in his career.
And now the conference finals matchup: OKC versus San Antonio.
Ooh. I got
I'm
OKC
gonna
in
be
7.
honest. OKC in 7's a good take.
Yeah.
So this is kind of.
I'm rooting for the
Tough.
Spurs like my life depends on it.
I'm also rooting for the Spurs, but I got OKC winning.
Give me the Spurs in 7, baby.
I think the Spurs are going to win the NBA championship this year. I think they're going to win it.
The
all.
pick in Denver?
I
Okay.
don't know where.
He's got Denver covered. He's got the Spurs
He's
covered.
doing it again. He's doing it again, y'all. I
And
just
he's
want y'all
gonna
to
try
know.
and hop on this Wemby wave.
No,
It's
if
making
everyone
me
but Boston.
fucking
I'm cool
sick.
with that. We can run that.
The Spurs are beautifully built roster. They have great depth. They win games when Wemby's not on the floor. They're above 60% win percentage. Victor Wembanyama, on a possession-by-possession basis, is the most impactful player in basketball.
Talk to him.
On a minutes restriction.
Talk to him.
And in the playoffs, when Wembanyama can play more than 30 minutes and will be willing to do that, and he will be clocking in 38, 40-minute games because his team needs him to win, I think he's going to look like the best and most dominant player in basketball. And I think he will be the best player in the world, viewed as that unanimously after this playoff run that he's going to have.
Now,
The
when that's
Spurs-
done and that happens, I will need you to look me in my eyes and say, I am so sorry
I'm
for
not
wasting
sorry.
your time, Andrew.